What up, it's your boy Man Candy Andy here with another anime review. Today we're going to look at the show called Psychic Princess, made by a Chinese animation studio. As anime fans, we can all read is that there have been some banger anime openings, like Link Click's opening, Jujutsu Kaisen's opening, and Black Clover, just to name a few. The one thing all these openings have in common is that they all have some beautiful animation followed by a very addicting soundtrack. However, nothing in the world could have prepared me for the opening of Psychic Princess. Someone kill it with fire. After bleaching my eyes and recovering from my mental breakdown where I questioned everything that has led me to this point in my life, I decided to give this show a chance, and boy was it a fun ride. This historically inspired anime is a rom-com with a heavy dose of drama and elements of fantasy. The anime follows the story of Qin Yunxi, a strong-willed woman who is sent to be married to a prince named Ye Youmi in place of her younger sister. At a young age, she was forced to leave her family home and live on a mountain for multiple years, so her family thought it would be better for her to take the place of their younger daughter to be married to their rival family. Ye Youmi doesn't think too highly of the proposed marriage, so he sent her away to live in a haunted palace. At first they were cold towards each other and often left each other alone, but through a series of encounters and events, the prince would slowly fall for the delinquent and mysterious Yunxi. She would reject his approach, but slowly she starts appreciating and relying on the so-called cruel prince. The show was oddly very addicting. The story progressively got more interesting and the character designs are unique compared to the usual anime character format. The show tries to follow a serious story that involves politics, romance, and drama, but seconds later it will cut to a comedic scene with the characters animated in a chibi style. The show has a lot of adult jokes and lighter moments that are spread throughout the series. That's really unusual considering it's an anime that was made in China, a country that values purity and is conservative towards adult humor. Because of this, the show can be enjoyed by both an older and younger audience. The show is carried by Qin Yunxi and her quirky personality. She is a complete goofball and an extreme glutton that has the stomach size to rival Goku. She is hilarious and often acts like an energetic child rather than the betrothed wife to Ye Youmi. However, that being said, her magical powers make her one of the most powerful characters in the show, and she would do whatever is necessary to protect her friends and loved ones. To say that this show has some random moments is a complete understatement. The main female protagonist can speak to ghosts, spirits, and one specific horse for some unexplained reasons. Majority of the characters can't see her interacting with these ghosts and are unaware that she has the power to talk to a horse. The main male protagonist also has the ability to cause a snowstorm from his robe to defeat his enemies, which is not explained at all as to how he can go from this to a mage. And then there was a scene where she spoke English all of a sudden, and the show never explained how a Chinese girl in ancient China learned how to speak English all of a sudden.
Let me go!
I don't know if this is the author or director's intent, but it oddly makes the show very enjoyable, because every episode feels like an Easter egg hunt. This show isn't perfect by all means, and my critique is that there wasn't really a hook with the story or the animation. I will be honest, I mainly watch it to find out of context moments. The anime is definitely a slow burn where the characters spend most of their time in the same Chinese palace, so you're stuck with the same backdrop and environment for majority of the runtime. The animation is consistent, but that's part of its drawback. There wasn't a particular scene of conflict or fight where the animation really stepped up. Watching this show, there has never been a moment where the show has impressed me. The enjoyment comes purely from the character writing of the protagonist, random out-of-context moments, and oddly the Crunchyroll comment section. Speaking of Crunchyroll, by far the best part about this anime is the English sub. Whoever was the translator for this anime definitely knew what they were doing. The English subtitle definitely had some amazing out-of-context moments. Even some of the episode titles are weird and random. The scene that always killed me was the English sub in episode 11, where the prince tells her to change clothes because she got wet from the rain. The show is just pure fun, and that's why I highly recommend this anime because I really found it very entertaining. It's definitely a show that deserves a second season. The story wasn't groundbreaking and the animation was fine, but each episode had something unique about it that either dumbfounds you or has some great out-of-context translations. The episodes are shorter compared to standard anime episode runtimes, so you can easily binge the whole series in one night. The show left on a cliffhanger and there's a lot of potential as to the direction of where the story can go. The show is a hidden gem and I wish more people are talking about it because it's a very fun and unique anime experience. I wish people could meme the crap out of this show because it is an out of context goldmine. But make sure that you skip the opening to every single episode because no matter how many times I've heard it, it still makes me lose my vision and my ears bleed from the annoying soundtrack. But most importantly, for the love of God and your own sanity, skip the atrocious opening to the last episode. You have been warned. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Also, check out my other Chinese film recommendation videos if you want to see more.